So my wife got me out of the house for once, and she brought me to this local arts and crafts store. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, I could probably like save myself some time, build a Gundam while we're out, no problem. Choose this kit. And then I realized I've made a tactical oopsie daisy, in which I realized this robot action figure that I'm putting together, which was inspired by some interesting fellows, also just has a head that looks exactly like those interesting fellows' helmet. And I tell my wife, and she just goes like, I don't think anybody's gonna look at you. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But still, I think building this thing out in public is a bit of an oopsie. And what a beautiful kit to be doing an oopsie doopsie on. Am I right, gamers? From head to toe in this nice olive green coloring, with a nice deeper green for the chest, the spikes, the shield, and that mustard tubing all around the kit just really lights it up. And of course, the pink mono eye. Make sure that you put the sticker on in the right place, because you can't move it around afterwards. It sucks. There are a couple highlights of red in here as well, mostly for the grenades that you can't really remove from the kit unless you just don't want them there. And then red for the pilot hatch. I'm kind of wondering if it's supposed to be some kind of like Batman Arkham thing where the red is the most obvious color, but it's also where the armoring is the most thick. To show how large these would be in universe, I've actually got a similarly scaled down Camaro. Is this Bumblebee here, that its foot is as long as a car is, and it even would have the hydraulics to hold up one of these things and chuck it. Speaking of holding things, we're lucky that they include another open palm so that the pilot could stretch out onto the open hand. This hand is also useful for holding up the rifle that the kit comes with, an appropriately sized weapon that would actually have shells that are probably just as big as a toddler. The right hand is made for holding this rifle. It has the trigger finger and then a groove for the rifle to slide into so that it holds up even better. I wish that they could have also included a closed right fist so that you could hold the heat hawk in both hands instead of just in the left, but I'd say that having that stability for the rifle is probably for the best. Speaking of the heat hawk, it looks amazing when it's in the left hand, a nice closed fist, and the arms stretch out pretty well to hold it up. You can even clip it onto the back when it's not in use. There is no clip for the rifle, unfortunately. Thankfully, the articulation on this kit will allow you to put it into a bunch of different poses. The arms and legs bend like they should. Nice little ball joints on the wrists that you can move around a little bit more. The head isn't gonna lean down so much, and there's not really much of an ab crunch, but you can just kind of work around that with the hip joints and such. My favorite part of this kit is honestly the shield, where it's attached on a nice ball joint, and it feels stiff when you leave it on. Like, you'll let go of it and it'll just stay in place. Like, you could wiggle it around and you're not gonna worry about anything. This is a great grunt suit that you can add to anyone's collection. If they specifically use the World War II inspired helmet, keep an eye on them and what they're liking on Facebook. That one might be a bit of a tell. Overall, I'm gonna give this an A-. It's a great kit, and if you find it in the wild, you should definitely pick it up. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to see the last video I did about the Origin RX-78-01, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. See ya!